Hello everybody, welcome to my very first ever training vlog. Never done one of these before, so sorry if it's not the best. But yeah, let's just jump into it. Today is shoulders and arms, so here I'm starting off with a Viking machine press. I really like this one, especially compared to a barbell overhead press. It's pretty comparable to like dumbbells or something, but it's just kind of fun. And as you can kind of see in this footage here, I'm able to go quite low, get a big deep stretch on my lateral delts. So that's what I'm kind of using for. The pump on this is pretty unreal. A lot of the times when you do overhead presses, you get a lot of front delt, you get a lot of tricep, and you do get a lot of tricep in this one, but this one turned out pretty good. I got a new PR there. I've only been doing that exercise for a little bit. It's a new machine. I think I got 8 there. My rep range for most of these exercises is 6 to 10. After which I went over to do some hammer curls. As you can see here, I'm quite rigid here. I'm only trying to bend at the elbow. I do shrug up a little bit, that's okay, although it's better to be as strict as possible in order to really hit that brachialis, get that big forearm pump. This is actually my last set, I believe, that I recorded. And because I'm not doing another forearm exercise, I just did a drop set after which, just to kind of grind it out. And then after the first drop set, once I'm not able to get it past about halfway, I just start doing some partial reps just to really blast. I'm actually really good at this motion. I've had practice since I was a teenager. And you can see me shaking out. It was pretty good set. So far, my exercises are 2 for 2. And then here I'm moving on to some tricep pushdowns with the cable. This time I think I'm going for 9. Again, this one's from 6 to 10, so I just try and kind of PR my first set, and then the other ones, I do all of them to failure, basically, technical failure. These ones I do use a little bit of momentum, and I try and go a little bit higher to get that kind of stretch, because your tricep is used in bringing your shoulder down, your arm down like that. I do have a more strict exercise after this, but this one turned out pretty good. You can see I went pretty much to failure there. And for a lot of these isolation movements, other than the big compounds, I really like to move on to failure. This is another new machine that we got. It's quite fun. So it's like a standing lateral raise, almost like a Lou raise if you've seen those before. This one, I am just going to also go for 6 to 10. A lot of people don't like to do lat raises for kind of the lower rep range, but you can see how strict I'm being, especially with my eccentric, with the way down. I'm really fighting it quite hard. So I don't think it's too big of a deal. I think if you're swinging the weights up and they're kind of too heavy for low reps, you have a chance to kind of hurt your shoulder. But when you're kind of going the way I am here, I think that's pretty okay. Always just pick whatever feels good. It doesn't really matter. The science shows anywhere from 6 to 30 reps is all pretty much the same. So just control it and go on the way down. So this is evidence that I need like some kind of tripod, little mini tripod, because I know where to put my phone, my camera here. You can still see me in the machine in my arms here. So these are the preacher curl machines. I moved up in weight on this one, so I was going for 7, but I think I get 8 on this one for the first set. This machine, I really like it for grinding out your biceps. It feels really amazing, actually. Planet Fitness has a similar one. This one's plate loaded, and it's got 3 different angles that you could use it on. Alright, and then finally, the last 2 exercises. So this one is another tricep extension, but this one I'm going to be very strict. I'm kind of turned away from the machine as well. I'm just doing one arm here at a time, doing my best to just be nice and strict, only bend at the elbow, really fight the eccentric the way down. And in this one I was going like 10 to 15. I'm pretty sure I hit 14 here, so I'm pretty happy with that. I did 3 sets of these, and then on my last one, which I forgot to actually record, it was better footage, but I did a drop set and then some partials as well. And I'm not going to show you the other direction since I'm not really looking at anything. And then finally, this is one of my new favorite exercises. I started doing this one a month or two ago. This one's a cable drag curl. So this one, I kind of run the bar right up my body. I use a special kind of easy bar attachment and a little bit of a wider grip. Feels really good. Feels really, really good. I highly recommend this one. You get a pretty unreal bicep pump. You can see my arms getting quite inflated here. And then this one I also did to failure. And then also on the last set, I did some partials and everything. Alright, and then finally I finished off with some footage of me in the posing room. Just kind of seeing how pumped up I got there. So my arms are looking pretty big. I measured them the other day. They were just over 16, so they're not huge. Lots of people these days hitting 17 to 18 inch arms. So it's not crazy impressive, but you know, they're improving. Really the only thing that's kind of popping are my triceps. I don't have a lot of separation, probably because I'm a little bit too fluffy. So I am on a bit of a mini cut right now. You can see my shoulders there, actually. They don't look too bad, especially since I'm almost 25% body fat. I'm 200 pounds at 5'10", 5'11", something like that. So I think I'm going to be cutting maybe 2-3 pounds a month. I'm going to try, so it's about 300 calories a day. A very small deficit, just to kind of cut down a bit and, you know, look a little shredded for March. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow.